Ready to chug?
You already know.
3, 2, 1, go.
Guys beer in sports. Guys beer in sports. Look. Jumping out the gym with a butter rim. Give me another beer, fill it to the rim. We talking about Jordan in his prime, man. Rice was on the line, man. Noah's first dime. Bottom of the ninth, runner on second. Ray Allen in the corner, he a lethal weapon. Either on the field or it's on the court. This is guys beer in sports. This is guys beer in sports. Okay. This is guys beer in sports. This is guys beer in sports. This is guys beer in sports.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Guys, Beers, and Sports. We're back again. I'm Chewy.
Adam, Paul.
Why you
And
yelling?
thank you for coming for another episode, guys. It's been a little while. We're still trying to get through this pandemic. I think everything's going pretty well now. You know, things are open. And we actually have a beer of the week that finally came in. So we have an agenda today. We're gonna talk about the beer of the week. We gotta talk a little bit about baseball. We got some basketball news as well. And we finally are gonna have some challenges. There's gonna be a challenge on this video that you guys are gonna get to see. I don't know, are you guys excited for the challenge?
Kind of.
Yeah?
That'd be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. We have a bunch of different beers, so we're gonna integrate all that together. So it's gonna be a good show. I think this is gonna be probably one of the better episodes that we had so far.
And as you can tell, we try to get rid of all that cowboy shit, but a little bit still came through.
He meant cowboy stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. But it's okay. So we have a new venue. We're trying to film something different. For those of you who are not in Arizona or not in Tucson, it is hot as hell out here. So we needed a different venue to kind of keep it nice and cool a little bit so we can go ahead and keep these episodes going. It's too hot. It was like 110, I think, just yesterday, right?
Yeah.
That is
Our
ridiculous.
beers were getting too hot.
It was 110 in the shade.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So,
And then we have a big mountain fire going on too.
Oh, yeah, we've been on fire for a
lowered
week.
The heat.
yeah, Mountain
Been on
Fire,
fire for a
which
week.
Hopefully we get some rain and that will hopefully go away. All right, there's a lot of smoke that's been going up, but hopefully it gets controlled here soon. So looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and let's kick off the show. We're gonna go ahead and start with our beer of the week.
Beer of the week.
Beer.
Of the week. You were with me when we did that, right?
You showed me it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we have the beer of the week. So this week's beer of the week is brought to you by Harbottle. It's a Harbottle Brewing Company. They are located here in Tucson. They are located on Ajo and Palo Verde, right by the swap meet. For those of you who know where the swap meet is, it's next to Chopsticks. So they actually provided us a beer. They're our beer of the week, and they provided us the Easy Going beer. This is the one we are trying today. So we got some pretty cool, nifty mugs, which Adam did provide to us. Thank you, Adam. And we're pouring the beer here, and go ahead, guys. What do you guys think? Based on your pour, what is your initial thought on it?
It has a good smell.
Okay.
Nice color. Not very foamy.
Okay. Adam, what do you think based on appearance?
I like the color.
Lord.
This is actually an ale beer, but it actually looks like a light beer, like a Bud Light beer.
Right.
So it's kind of a little different.
Hopefully it
but-
tastes a lot better than the Bud Light beer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got sued by Bud Light.
We're not that big yet.
What's wrong with Bud Light though?
I don't know.
It's the most popular Mexican beer.
I remember back in the day when we were like,
Our taste buds developed. Right?
Yeah, we
You
used
grew
to
up-
drink it all the
you
time.
grew up,
We
that's
did.
what
We
happened?
used to drink it all the time, but I think
I
our
think we
palate
just outgrew
changed.
it.
Yeah, our palate changed to better tasting beers.
You know, like when you're a kid and you like broccoli, and then you grow up and you're like,
yeah,
oh,
I can
broccoli's
eat
pretty
broccoli
good.
now. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of
I
weird.
think it's like the same thing with Bud Light. You know, like we
Yeah.
couldn't drink other beers because we weren't used to it. And then when we got introduced to that world of
And
beer,
we were
like,
scared to
Bud
try
Light was
any other
like-
beer.
Scared to try other beers.
We're like, that beer's too dark. We don't want to drink it.
So I mean, I agree with you. I think the color, it has a good color to it. It looks like a lot of these light beers that we drank lately, you know. But I also the smell. It's not a very strong smell, but it does have a good smell to it. I think it's
It smells like it's gonna be really hoppy.
not
I
super
don't-
hoppy. I don't smell hoppy.
I
Hops
I-
at all.
No,
But I kind of got like a
Can
little
you smell it?
citrusy out of it, but I think it smells good though. Personally,
yeah, it smells good.
it's
I
not
don't
strong.
I mean, I don't mind the hoppy
At
smell.
all.
It's not a strong.
I feel like this
overbearing
smell could be a soap.
Like a soap.
Yeah,
Okay, something's wrong with all of us because we're all smelling something different.
just saying.
But I don't think it has a strong smell, so it's not too overbearing.
it
It
smells
has a
not.
clean smell. Going to,
So-
like a soap
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
that's
thing,
what I'm
I think it
saying,
has a clean smell.
It smells like summer or spring.
I'm just saying. I've
can
had
see
a beer
that,
soap
yeah.
before.
Okay, well,
I can see that.
Just
Um,
for those of you that don't know, they make a like a hop like soap, like an IPA soap by Duke Cannon. If you guys ever heard that, but I think that's why I'm kind of hitting that because I smell that and I think of this like big ass brick of soap that they sell. So
Okay.
just-
I mean, I like I said, I'm liking the smell though. It's not overbearing. It's not too strong. It's a clean smell. I can agree with that. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and give it a taste. See what we think. I know Paul's been kind of tasting,
I
but
already
yeah.
cheers.
finished mine pretty much.
Cheers.
salute.
Cheers. All right.
Tap me, fool.
that ass.
He wants you to gingerly touch tips.
Okay.
It tastes like summer and spring.
Okay.
It tastes like a baseball beer. I agree. Hell yeah.
It tastes
Yeah.
it tastes dangerous. Honestly,
Okay. Why dangerous?
because
A good dangerous or a bad dangerous?
yeah, it depends on your mood that day.
Nice.
If you want to get effed up, it tastes good dangerous. If you're looking to stay cool, it's a bad dangerous because it doesn't really taste like much, but it's pretty strong, right?
I mean, I would say like it's not like going back to the smell. It's not overbearing either. The
Yeah.
taste, it's a clean taste.
It's a light taste. Like
Yeah,
like,
it's very light.
like
it's
it wanted to be a light beer, like you
not
said,
too
but
hoppy.
it's not.
not hoppy. Not it's. I don't know. I like it, but I agree with you. I can see how it could be dangerous. I think this is
What's
the kind
the
of beer.
alcohol content?
This one's 5.2%.
So light beers are what 3.5.
Yeah.
Usually.
So yeah, as you just said, I mean, if it's a situation where you're not someone who normally puts down a lot of beer and you have a couple and you're good, having a couple of these might actually put you a little bit more than good, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
So I think I see the dangerous aspect where I think it can creep up on you because it's not an overbearing. Like some beers smell very strong and they have a very strong
Yeah,
taste
like
to it.
IPAs.
Where this one is, it's not so strong. It's a great tasting beer actually, and I think it could be easily confused where you can drink too many of them and it'll creep up
And
on you,
actually-
which is a good thing for most
But
of us.
I actually think like if you're not a big beer drinker, like and you don't like the taste of beer, like
The aftertaste.
this will be a good beer.
A
for
good
you.
intro beer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think that's where they're talking about you got to be careful with that because
Yeah.
if you're an intro to beer, like you're okay with it, and all of a sudden 4 beers in and you're kind of feeling a little,
Yeah.
Absolutely,
You know?
because
I mean, it'll go down really smooth.
there is.
I agree, smooth beer.
Look, let me explain it, guys. I just burped and there is no aftertaste.
Yeah.
And it's really smooth. It's gonna creep up on you, get you in the long run. So you gotta be careful with it. But it is a really good beer.
You know what this beer is really good for? If you go tailgating, because like
Okay.
you know you're out
Oh,
there
yeah.
walking around in the
Heck
sun
yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
like because they're
Well-
so smooth, and it gets you to where you want to get.
I think in
You just
general,
have to be careful
yeah.
to not go beyond it, because
I think in general, I
we
mean,
all know how we get when we tailgate.
It's a
anyway.
good
we're
Uber
used to
beer.
drinking
Go past
a lot
that
of
point.
beer though. We're used to drinking a lot of beer. Like we'll drink a lot of like Coors Light and all that stuff, but we'll drink it and we have to buy them by the 30. That's how we are. This, I think we
In
can
case our
enjoy
body
it.
figures don't.
We can
show.
enjoy it, but we can buy less of it and get just as drunk.
I think like
If
a
we're
6-pack
careful.
each,
A
12-pack
6-pack each will probably do it. A 12-pack, I think we'll be sitting really good with this, right? And then look at the design on the can, guys.
Get a DD in case.
And it even says it on the can. It says, please drink responsibly. Don't be a douche. Don't drink and drive. All right? They're telling you right on the can. So it's a cool little design, guys. I mean, so let me give you a little bit of backstory on this. So now we kind of got a taste. We all liked it,
Can we
right?
just say that the name is very appropriate?
Yep, easygoing beer.
It's very easygoing.
Very easygoing, and I can kind of see how the name ties into
Yeah.
the actual beer
Remember,
itself.
tell them it's a Kolsch style ale.
It's a Kolsch style ale beer, correct. Now, a little bit of backstory on this beer. So it's named Easygoing. Now, one of the owners, his name is Mike. I actually got to go to the brewery. I got to sit there, met with him. I know, it was actually a really cool experience.
Was he easygoing or no?
He was definitely easygoing. He was a really cool guy, man. And I'll tell you one thing. He was sitting at the bar. He's chilling there. He's, you know, I think that's one of the benefits of having your own brewery. He's enjoying his beers, sitting down with the customers, you know, chopping it up, talking to them. You wouldn't even know he was the owner. This guy's so laid back. Anyway, so I got to meet him. I got to talk to him. This guy's really cool. They do a lot of stuff at this brewery, which is, I think, for me and for us, I think we would enjoy a lot. They have their own beer fest. They actually hold competitions. So one of the competitions they just did, where they provided 2 ingredients, and they had 6 breweries that were involved. 6 breweries that were involved. Now, there was teams of 2. They provided 2 ingredients to each team, and they told them to brew the beer, right? When they brew the beer, when they hold their beer fest, which is held in the parking lot, all the customers get to try the beer and pick which one they like the best. And at the end, whichever one's picked, that's the beer that they get the championship belt. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's
Well,
pretty
that's
interesting.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really see that too often,
No.
right?
Not at all.
And then on top of that, you know, there's a
Wait,
couple
you're
things.
telling me they're a brewery, right?
They're a brewery, correct?
And they allow other brewers to come in there and compete?
Yeah, well, they brew it at their own brewery, and then they bring it to the competition.
Okay.
But so what Mike was telling me is that they're actually all good friends. All these breweries, they're all good friends with each other. So they actually work a lot, even though they have competition. Because I mean, actually, you're going to
Sales
compete.
is-
Yeah, you're going to have a
Sell your
competition
product,
for
yeah.
sales and so forth. But they're all good friends, and that's why they do these competitions. They'll do these beer fests and all that, and they involve everybody, all the other breweries. So it makes it funner because we're not limited to one brewery. We could try multiple breweries. We could try multiple beers, and you know, I thought it was pretty cool. But this beer right here, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And hopefully, like when they do it, we'll be there and we'll show you guys
We'll
footage.
vlog it.
Yeah, we'll
That'd
show
be
you guys
pretty
footage
cool.
of it
Yeah.
and show you how it is and tell you our experience about it and what we think.
Yeah. I
What
mean-
other kind of beers do they have? Do you know that? or
So I did get to try a couple different beers. I have a list of beers, and I'll bring that up. Let me give you some more info on this, and then I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that they showed me. So the easygoing beer. So the cool thing about the name, it's named after Mike's father-in-law. So Mike's father-in-law, every time he would talk to him and they talk about certain things, he would always say, "Oh, I'm very easygoing. I'm easygoing, easygoing." So that nickname kind of stuck to him. All the brewers and everybody there would call, "Hey, you know, hey, how you doing, easygoing?" His mug, he has his own mug there because they have a program for that. His mug actually says easygoing. When he comes in and says, "Hey, easygoing," that's his nickname, right? So when they were brewing the beer, exactly what we said. You know, when you taste it, you're like, "Oh man, this is so good. It goes down smooth." Blah blah blah. They were trying to think of a name for this beer, and when they thought of the name, because this beer was brewed for his father-in-law, it just stuck to it, easygoing. So that's how they came up with the name on it.
Yeah, shout out to my father-in-law though. He's very easygoing as well.
There you go. I think father-in-laws in general should be easygoing, right?
All I have to give him is a beer, and he gives me when I go over. He gives me a beer, and no drama ever.
There you go. And on here too, you're gonna notice a couple things. If you look at the actual logo on the can, guys, there's a hammock, there's beer bottles, and then there's golf clubs, which is everything that his father-in-law does. So that summed up the logo, that summed up the name. It's all based on him, pretty much. Pretty cool though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little sunrise
Yeah, yeah.
or sunset.
This brewery, Harbottle, pretty cool. So right now, with the pandemic, they are practicing social distancing. So they kind of limited the amount of tables they have in the brewery. So they're all separated. That way you're practicing 6 feet distance. They have hand sanitizer at every table. They have it at the bar. Even at the bar, the chairs are separated 6 feet apart. So they're doing their part. They're doing their part, making
So
sure
they are
everything's
currently
clean.
open. At
They
the
are
moment.
currently open,
Okay.
correct. And their hours currently right now, they're from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And the normal hours are 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that's probably going to go back, once everything goes back to normal, they're probably going to go back to the normal hours. But for now, 1 to 7.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope so. But they're planning on doing some more events. They want to have like live music. They want to do they're talking about doing maybe a 4th of July thing, because where they're at is a perfect spot to get the fireworks for the baseball field.
They
TV.
canceled the fireworks.
But they just canceled the fireworks. Yes. So unfortunately, that's they're not going to be able to do that. But the whole point is that's in their plans. They want to do more stuff. They want to get more involved. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of cool. But really cool place, guys. They even have like chopsticks. So they don't actually serve food, but since they're right next to chopsticks, they have a digital menu on the wall. And you can order food there, and Chopsticks will deliver it to the brewery.
Can you tell
right
me
next door.
Oh, that's a cool
Chopsticks
partnership.
is, though?
Chopsticks. So Chopsticks is what Chinese
Asian-
cuisine.
It's an Asian fusion restaurant.
There you go. So I mean, and you can order all kinds of food, appetizers,
actually
entrees,
pretty good.
whatever it is.
So
Yes.
Pretty
Very,
good.
very good.
They have good lettuce wraps. I
Yes,
like the
they do.
lettuce wraps.
Never had it, but we'll go there.
There you go. We'll go to Harbottle and then order chopsticks.
Yes.
There you
That's what we'll
it'll
do.
be easy boy day.
go. There you go.
These are growlers, right?
These are the growlers, correct. So growler, and you'll see on the back they actually advertise it.
They're
COVID-19.
anti-COVID-19.
Correct. And these were all provided to us. We got some stickers here, and we got some coasters.
Coasters.
And they all provided this, guys. They're very cool people. Very cool people. I liked it. It was a good film. Good people.
Is
Stay
this a
tuned
sticker?
because they said
Yeah.
we might be able to brew our
This is
own
going
beer.
on my beer fridge.
Yeah, so there's a chance that we may be able to brew a beer.
We might have a GBS
Be a
original.
part of that. That would be cool. That could be a future episode. All right, and they've actually been open since 2018, so they've been open for 2 years.
Let's hope they can survive all this.
Keep
that's
going.
on.
So far, he said they're doing pretty good. They're just trying to catch back up. But he said they're
So maybe
staying
we
there.
should go visit them, to help out their
So,
business.
help the cause?
Yeah,
Serious question. How much does that growler hold and how much is it when you go into the
For
shop?
example, the easygoing beer for a 16 ounce is $6. For a 25.4 ounce, it's $8. For a crowler, it's $10. For a 64 ounce fill, it's $18. And then you can they actually sell these in packs of cans, which is why we got the cans. You can actually buy a 12 ounce 6-pack for $13.
Well, that's not that bad.
It's really not that bad, especially for
Make
what
sure
you're getting.
you post that in the video as well.
Will do.
For a non commercial or a specialty beer, so to speak, that's a great price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually
I
they
got time.
charge you an arm and a leg, which is understandable because they're putting a lot of their time
Right.
and their effort into it.
So kudos to his father-in-law for giving him the idea. It's a great beer.
It is.
Yeah. So
Really easy going.
I didn't even like it.
there you go. There you go. I do too much talking apparently. All right.
Did you even taste it, or did you just like
I'm
Kinda
way
chug
too
it.
easy going for you guys, man.
you swallowed it all?
Well, definitely a thumbs up.
Two
Two thumbs up.
I say cheers. Cheers to
Cheers.
easygoing beer and Harbottle. Cheers. Cheers.
And thank you for what are these called? Crowlers?
The growlers and
Growlers.
everything.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, guys.
And we agree.
All right, guys. So, first we got MLB. So, there's been some terms that have been submitted that were agreed upon about trying to bring baseball back for a little bit of time, right?
It took a while though.
Yeah.
It did take a while. I mean,
All the players wanted
season
to play.
was supposed to be back in
the
April.
commissioner, right?
Yeah.
The commissioner and the what is it called?
The Players Association?
Yeah, they weren't agreeing right on terms.
Correct.
well, I mean, they finally agreed to something, though, right?
Mhm.
They agreed to a 60-game season, which every MLB player is going to start reporting as of July 1st, which is already for us right now. It's already coming up, next week?
Yep.
Wednesday.
There you go.
My stepson's birthday.
There it is. So, 60-game regular season, guys. So, there's not going to be as many players. They're going to have a 30-team roster, and then
Yeah,
2 weeks
30.
after that, it goes down to 28, which is fine. I mean, there's 9 on the field at a time, but we're talking about DHs, we're talking about relief pitchers, so all that's going to get cut down quite a bit, right? But there is going to be baseball. There is going to be baseball. Now, Arizona and Florida were supposed to be 2 hot spots for their spring training because they are going to have a spring training time.
And we became hot spots for other things.
We became hotspots for the COVID-19, unfortunately. So that's
People
not
don't
going to
wear
happen.
the damn mask.
And that's not going to happen. But there is going to be a 60-game season. Now, I believe the season's going to start, official season is going to start around the 23rd or the 24th of July. So we're going to actually have something. That's right after my birthday. My birthday is the 22nd.
Just so you guys know, for players to be eligible, they have to have 2 negative COVID tests. They have to test
2 negative COVID tests. What's
twice.
Do you know what the span is?
Within
between
a
it?
week, I think, of them reporting for training.
So 2 tests within a week, and they have to test negative for both tests in order to be able to train. Is that correct?
Yes, they also get temperature checks, I think, like twice a day.
Okay. Well, they're doing their part to make sure everyone's safe, right?
Yes.
And there's going to be no fans. Obviously, no fans in the stands, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Which is going to be interesting.
It is, but hey, at least we'll get to watch TV. Get to watch some baseball on there. And actually, you know what? TV ratings are going to go through the roof now.
When you're one of the crappiest teams in baseball, you're used to that anyways.
True, but I mean, now they're going to get more viewers.
Why you
now.
got to talk about the Orioles like that, man? Like,
Hey, but they're going to get more viewers now because people have been deprived of
Since
sports.
Ripken retired,
Yeah.
they didn't have
Cal
any people
Ripken
there.
Jr. Wow. That was,
Damn,
that was a
way back.
decade ago,
Way
wasn't it?
back.
All right. So baseball, we are going to have some baseball, and
I'm actually curious to see how they're gonna play against the Astros. Like, are they gonna throw at them, knowing that their
They're gonna
rosters
still
are gonna
hit
go
them?
down? It's
oh, the Astros don't have to worry about getting hit by the COVID. They're going to get hit by the actual baseball.
that's what
a
I'm
lot.
talking. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
so that's what he's saying. He's wondering how pitchers are going to do
because
it.
you know there's gonna be players that are gonna get thrown at.
Not only
The
players,
pitchers are gonna get ejected out of the game. Are you willing to risk?
With a shorter roster?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And are you willing to risk the suspension just to hit a player?
and not only players though, umpires when like the ball's like a little bit outside, they're gonna call that a strike.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna do that.
So you guys are probably gonna be last in your division.
We'll see.
All right, guys. So next we have NBA. So NBA is looking to make a comeback as well. That one's still up in the air. Nothing has been solidified yet, whether or not they're gonna do it for sure or not. But it's
They're
already
close.
been proposed.
They're close.
There's a lot going in. There's a lot of players that still are not on board, but they're looking to make a comeback starting July 30th. So first it'll be MLB season, then it's going to be the NBA season. Now this is the cool thing about the NBA though. They're actually looking to hold it in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be at the Walt Disney World Resort. So they're actually going to be all there, all going to be playing there, and they're going to be playing double headers. So there's going to be a double header where the Jazz and the Pelicans and the Clippers and the Lakers are going to play on July 30th. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's a couple differences.
Let's keep the
Right, because it's not set
It's
in
not
stone
for sure,
yet,
yeah.
right? It's not set in stone, but it's going to happen, hopefully. Now, this is the thing.
And then with like some of the players that are not agreeing, like your team might not have your best stars, so
There might not be a chance for them. But
exactly.
I do think I heard though that if one of your players doesn't want to go because it's optional, you can bring in a
Bench
free,
players and all that.
No, a free
agent?
Free agent.
oh, really?
So yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't have to be a G League affiliate. They said a full free agent. Cool.
Yeah,
Very
Oh
cool.
wow.
because I heard that the Lakers one of their players doesn't want to go
With LeBron.
for family reasons, and they're thinking about bringing in.
You got really
JR.
excited there. You're like, LeBron?
LeBron.
LeBron's out? For reals?
And they're thinking about bringing Jr.
He's gonna focus on
J.R.
Space
Smith?
Jam too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and this is another thing. So now there's more teams involved, right?
Just optional.
Exactly. So this is more of like a playoff setting in a sense, but in the regular playoffs, it's the top 8 seeds from both conferences would go at it, right?
So remember seeing.
So now we're going a little bit more than that. It's going to be 9 on the Eastern Conference, and it's going to be 13 on the Western Conference.
You want to count them again, son?
Absolutely. You guys ready? Go
Go
ahead.
Go ahead. 9 and 13. Sam's going to count them. Hold on.
1, 2.
9 and 13.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna have basketball. So it's pretty cool. Some of the teams: Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics. So everyone's kind of holding their seats pretty much. But now, instead of just the top 8, we're kind of going a little bit further on that, right? It goes on the best records. But the reason why the Western Conference got 13 teams versus the Eastern Conference having 9 teams is because some of those teams on the Western Conference had a better record
It's
than
a
most
stacked
of those
conference.
teams on the Eastern Conference. So that's why it's kind of an odd number on both sides, 9 and 13. But I think it's going to be interesting because you're getting the teams who deserve to be there, who won as many games as they did, are going to be there to compete now.
And they're being called what?
And remember that they're starting the season because they're finishing a season because they played earlier in the year. They're coming back just for seeding games, essentially.
Okay.
So that's the big thing. When the season
That's
starts
awesome.
again,
Yeah.
they're going to be doing seeding games all the way through like the middle of August.
Well, it gives these lower seed teams a chance to prove themselves. Because, I mean, if you think about it, sometimes some of these teams may thrive in that moment. And it could just be that moment that they need to take out the number 8 seed, right? Maybe that's what they needed. So, who knows? If you are number 8, that doesn't mean you're guaranteed in anymore. Before, if you were the number 8, you're good. Now, you're going to have to fight for that number 8 spot.
And let's say like I don't know if this is happening or not, but let's say you're the number 8 seed in the West, and you're playing the Lakers, and then since it's optional, LeBron James says, "Hey, I'm out." Then you're number 1. It's not that big of a.
It's not that secured at that
Exactly.
point. Yeah.
You know, so anything's possible nowadays.
All right, guys. So now we finally got some challenges for you, right? It's been a few episodes, and we haven't been able to do one, but we got some challenges now. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the basketball beer challenge. If you haven't heard about this
Or seen it.
what it is, you're balancing either a bottle or can on a basketball. You drop the ball, the bottle or can's gonna shoot up. You gotta catch it and chug it.
Is a bottle or can open?
And it
It's
does
open.
have to be open. It has to be open. That way you can just chug it,
'Cause you
right?
can't chug a cold
What
beer.
happens if you don't catch it though?
If you don't
If
catch
you waste
it,
beer.
you waste beer. That's a party foul. You still gotta chug it once it hits the ground, but you get no point.
So we're playing for points.
We're playing for points.
What's gonna happen with the
that's
points?
alright.
Basketball beer challenge.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, guys. So here we go. Challenge: basketball beer flip and a chug. Right. You're also gonna notice that we have the circle of beer. We're gonna do a spin beer bottle to see which beer we're gonna have to do it with. Some of them are stronger than others. Some of them ain't shit. So we're about to see what's gonna happen. Now we're gonna paper rock scissors, see who goes first.
Not in my.
Oh! It's quicker than that. Rochambeau, 1, 2, 3, shoot. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, Adam goes first. Ready?
All right, let me put the music.
Yep. Paul goes second. There you go, lager.
What do we got? What do we got?
You got lager. You ready for the lager? Coors Light.
Coors, you got the can.
How do you feel, Paul?
And if it points to anyone that's.
He got a point for that shit. He stole half of it.
You still caught it.
So we'll give him half a point. How
Or
about that?
duels! Wow!
That was
It's kinda easy when you listen to the beat of sound. Pioneer speakers bumping as I smoke on the pack.
It's been a light.
Bud Light? Bud Light?
you lost it. No
You got caught. You got caught.
point.
Can.
Ooh.
That's the
IPA. That's the IPA.
Lager. Oh, IPA.
That's the IPA.
There it is.
Oh, okay, I saw what he did. You see? IPA. That's IPA. What's that?
Can?
Yes, can.
Oh! Oh! Already.
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
I mean, that's what I need. I need a break from this.
There you go. You got it. You got it.
Four Peaks. Here's how I guess we can think about it, because you do have the overall winner.
I am.
Here's what I was thinking, guys.
Nothing but cans.
Third place chugs a tall boy. Second place chugs a regular can. So third place chugging tall boy. It's a Chihuahua beer, and then we have a Coors Light
what beer?
for the second place. Chihuahua for
not even
our
gonna fucking sound this bitch
non-Spanish speakers. So at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you finish?
It's not that fucking bad.
How's it feel?
It's alright. Feels like big
How's
things.
it
I'm
feel?
still getting drunk.
Is it good?
How we doing?
Yeah.
Jordan.
It still feels like big things. I'm getting drunk.
I should have caught that bottle or that can.
All right, guys. So now we got challenge number 2 here. So right here, what's going on is we're doing a beer guessing game. So we have our 3 options. We have Dos Equis, Lager. We have Bohemia, and we have Tecate. So we're gonna try to figure out
It's actually
which
pronounced
one of these.
Bohemia.
Bohemia. My
There
bad.
you go.
Bohemia.
We're gonna try to figure out which one is which. Now, every beer you get correct, that's a point added to your total score from what we had earlier. So Adam only unfortunately got 1 point, but he can potentially come out with 4 and come out on top if me and Paul mess up. So this is a 1 point per cup you get right. All right.
That one.
Did he write in the bottle?
You ready?
I'm done.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I got
So now 1 right.
Oh!
You ended with 1 point. 1 point.
Now-
This is tricky, dude. It's tricky.
Dude, because they're all so close.
Yeah, they all taste very similar.
Fuck you, Sam.
Okay. Is that what you want to hear? You keep saying it to me. I just don't know what you want anymore.
That ass.
You gotta fight your mom for it.
All right. All right, come on.
She said you're a minute man.
All right. Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Hey, you got
You
1
got
point.
one. Hey.
You got 1 point. So does that put you at 3?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're tied. So if I don't get nothing here, then we end up tied.
You know what? These were the 2 that I liked the most. Then when you think it's something, then you second guess yourself. You're like, oh shit, it's not that. Final answer?
Final.
Yes. Hey, I'll take it. I still got the 1 point. There you go.
Dude, did you and I,
I got
get
4
this,
points.
the same one wrong?
Yeah. You got the same one, right?
The one we didn't like either, huh? All right, guys. So that's our episode of Guys, Beers, and Sports. We finally got to get you a challenge video. I came out on top. I'll take that dub this time. There's some other ones that we didn't get to film, some other winners, but that doesn't matter because this is the one that's on tape. So this is the one that counts. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Thank you, Harbottle, for the beers. Easygoing beer, very good beer.
Very,
we definitely
very good
gave
beer.
our stamp of approval. So remember, guys, go check them out.
Easygoing.
Harbottle, easygoing beer. Thank you for joining us.
So easy going.
And we'll see you on the next episode, guys. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive. We'll see you on the next
Tell
one.
your friends.
Take care.
Guys, beer, and sports. Guys, beer, and sports. Look. Jumping out the gym with a butter in. Give me another beer, fill it to the rim. We talking about Jordan in his prime. Man. Rice was on the line. Man. Noah's first down. Bottom of the ninth, runner on second. Ray Allen in the corner, he a lethal weapon. Either on the field or it's on the court. This is Guys, Beer, and Sports. This is guys being sports. Okay. This is guys being sports. Yeah, this is guys being sports. This is guys being sports.